Hey guys, welcome back here to today's edition of Advanced Bass Fishing, and appreciate you guys coming by the channel to spend some time with me. And guys, today we're going to be talking about the Big M Crankbait by Megabass. This is a freaking giant square bill crankbait. Comes in a couple of different lip configurations, the 2.0 and the 4.0. This is the 4.0 right here. But guys, this is the lure that Brandon Polarized, he caught quite a few of his bass when he won the Elite Series tournament down at Lake Okeechobee last spring. This is what he caught quite a few of them on there. This is a big crankbait for big fish, and I want to do the video today because this is a really good pre-spawn crankbait. So what we're going to do is I'm going to talk about the conditions and everything that it works good in. And also guys, I will put the link to this in my Tackle Warehouse link in the description. If you guys would like to order one or two of them, you can use my link there. It helps the channel out and get you some really good Megabass baits, but Big M 4.0 and 2.0. Okay, if you've never seen this before, guys, really unique bait. It's probably about, close to 5-inch long crankbait here. It reminds me of a square bill crankbait, like an oversized square bill. It's got a pretty wide wobble on the thing. It's not really designed, even though it runs like a square bill through the water, it's not really designed to deflect off a wood cover like a square bill. It's more of a rock bait or over grass. So I want to give you guys some tips on how I've caught some good fish on it and how a lot of the people that I talk to have got good fish on it. Okay, first of all, the window on this thing, where it works good. There's two windows that this thing works good. One is during the late pre-spawn when the water temperature is in the mid-50s, and the other time of the year is in the sort of like the early summer or very late post-spawn when those fish are moving out to the ledges. Because you can take this Big M 4.0 and you can throw it like on river ledges that are 8 to 9 foot deep, and it'll get close down to the bottom there. So there's been a lot of good fish caught cranking river ledges and drops during the early summer with it. Same type of deal where you're deep cranking with a big crankbait. But specifically, guys, I want to talk about this thing in the pre-spawn time of the year. Okay, let's talk a little bit about conditions and the type of areas it works in. Two different scenarios this is going to work good in. If you have a lake that has submergent grass, which a lot of you guys probably don't, but lakes that has like, deeper hydrilla, milfoil, some of the TVA lakes, some of the Texas lakes, cranking this thing over the top of that submergent vegetation in about 5 or 6 foot of water will get you a good bite, definitely so. A lot of different colors that comes in here. This is one of my favorite colors they make here, but it comes in a lot of different ones. That is one scenario, but the scenario that's more applicable to most people is during the springtime of the year is just cranking rock with it. The rock areas that you can crank with it, it just depends on the lake you're fishing. It's really good on riprap. It's really good on any type of a channel bank that's got a sharp drop on it. Bluff banks, parallel a bluff bank. It can be even clay or, gravel, depending upon, the lake you're fishing. But main thing with this, guys, is you want to target sort of that 4 to 8 foot zone with it. So what I like to do is get it on those rocky type areas, make like a 45-degree angle cast down the bank. I'm usually using 15-pound test Seaguard Vizex fluorocarbon line, some type of a 7 foot, 7.5 foot medium heavy action bait cast reel, and just use a medium stop and go retrieve. You don't want to use a slow retrieve on this bait because it's so big, you don't want them to get a good look at it. So just some type of a medium stop and go retrieve is going to be a really good, speed to use on the thing. Okay, now in correlation with that, those are the areas that they're going to work good in. A few of the areas, they can work in other type of things too, but one of the things that you're going to have to realize on this bait is it's very weather condition oriented. The fish have to be, as you might understand, they have to be very aggressive to hit this. It's a big bait. So this is not going to be a lure for finicky bass when fishing's tough or you're on a body of water that doesn't have hardly any good fish in it. This is going to be a bait that you want to throw on a lake that has a decent population of bass of 3 pounds or bigger, which a lot of lakes do, but it's going to be better on that. Second with that is you have to have the conditions that are really conducive to get them to bite a big bait. A lot of you guys know what that is going to be water temperatures in the mid-50s. It's going to be a warm spring day, where the air temperatures are normal or above normal. You have got to have some type of a southerly, southwest, westerly airflow at a pretty good pace. You need to have a moderate wind of about, 10 to 20 miles an hour. It's going to be really good for it. And then you have to have the right water visibility, and the right water visibility for this thing is 2 to 3 feet. So if you get a situation this spring, guys, where you got 2 to 3 foot of water visibility, you've got water temperatures, 55 to 65 degrees, you got a nasty, cloudy, windy type day, you're gonna catch some big ones on this thing. That's the scenario that you wanna throw it. Mainly, it's like, the best way to catch them on it, guys, is just get on a steeper rocky bank. If the lake you have it, just some type of a steeper slope rocky bank. Again, it could be a riprap bank or just a regular rocky bank. And get out there on a cloudy day that's got a little bit of wind and just chunk this thing around for a little bit. Definitely, it's going to get you some good fish. Another thing about this is they bite this thing a little bit better in the morning, like the first couple hours in the morning has been my experience. But when you get one on this, guys, you're not going to get any dinks on it. Most of the bass that you're going to catch on this thing are going to be bigger than 3 pounds, which is pretty fun with it. But it's just a sort of unique bait that a lot of people don't fish. And like I said, if you haven't had a chance, guys, you might go back and look on YouTube for that Bassmaster Elite Series on Okeechobee last year. You can see Brandon Polinick throwing this sucker. But anyway, guys, I'll link it in my Tackle Warehouse link in the description of the video. Appreciate it. We'll talk later.